Hello everybody, this is Danny from T&D Productions. After 16 years living in South Korea, I decided to leave. In this video, I will give you the reasons why I decided to leave, and at the end, I will tell you where I moved to. So stick around for that. Living in South Korea was a major part of my life. It helped me build a career in English teaching. It helped me make a lot of friends, and it helped me build a life there. But after 16 years, I decided enough is enough. It's time to leave. This wasn't one big emotional knee-jerk reaction. This was more of things that added up and snowballed over time. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I left Korea. The first reason was basically financial. You know, if you look at the exchange rate now, the exchange rate is totally outrageous. When I came to Korea at first, the exchange rate was about 1,100 Korean won to $1 US, which is okay. During my time there, around 2015, 2016, it dropped. However, after the pandemic in 2020, it sort of crept back up and kept climbing to like 1,400 and sometimes 1,500. I think it was about 1,450 won by the time I left. I had a pension there. When I worked, money was taken out of my paycheck and put into my pension and matched. Over 16 years, you get a pretty good amount of money, you think in terms of won, and I guess you can live off that for a little bit in Korea. However, because I was a foreigner, the only way I can cash it out is to leave the country. So I was thinking that with the exchange rate, I was actually losing money on my pension. So I decided to cut my losses and leave. Second reason why I left Korea was basically professional stagnation. Working in the English Hagwon, they look at age over your professional credibility. They tend to hire fresh out of university men and women. I started noticing my career opportunities start to dwindle away. But there are opportunities out there for older teachers, but just you probably would have to leave the big cities and go to the countryside to find them, which for me wasn't an option because I'm a city boy. Now we come to the third and most important reason why I left. In 2019, South Korea strengthened and revised its child protection laws. In 2025, I was caught in the middle of that. I was accused of emotional child abuse. This is kind of strange because I've always done the same behavior I've always done in the past 14, 15 years there. I called a girl in class Silly Sally, after, the children's book. But the parents got wind of it and said she was totally traumatized by it. And I went through the whole gamut of talking to Child Protective Services and even talking to the police. I eventually cleared my name because I didn't really do anything wrong and she wasn't traumatized. This made me think. If it happened once, it can happen again. And being a teacher, it kind of hits hard, as you could probably tell. So I left South Korea. I am in the Philippines now, and my life is a lot less hectic. I don't have to worry about the dollar to peso ratio. It actually works in my favor. I really don't have to worry about being aged out. In fact, around here, I'm pretty young. And the third thing is, so I don't have to worry about being accused of any kind of abuse. So, I want to know what you think. Are you planning to move? Or have you moved? Are you an expat and planning to pack it all in? Tell me the reason why. Is it maybe financial or work related or is it something else? So let me know in the comments. And also, if you are in South Korea, tell me what you think of the salary in South Korea. Is it something you can deal with until the exchange rate gets better? Or will the exchange rate ever get better? How are you treated at your hagwon? Now remember, I'm just talking about hagwons now. I'm not talking about being a professional professor at a university. That's a whole different ballpark. So, I read all the comments. And again, this is Danny from TND Productions, the YouTube channel made by expats, for expats, about expats. See you next time.